Hello everyone. In this experiment, let us see how to control an LED by using the PWM pulses by interfacing with the ARM processor. As we all know, PWM stands for Pulse Width Modulation, and this is being used in various applications. So by varying the width of the pulse, the brightness of the LED can be controlled. So for example, if I increase the duty cycle, if I increase the width of the pulse, the brightness of the LED increases. Similarly, if we try to decrease the width of the pulse, the brightness of the LED reduces. So we're going to use the pulse width modulation. By controlling the width of the pulses, the brightness of the LED can be adjusted. So coming to the hardware and the software requirements, we have completed with the first set of experiments that involves the Kukox IDE. The next set of experiments, we are going to use the Keil software. And the hardware requirements, we require one LED, we require a DSO to measure the width of the on time and off time of the pulses, and we will be using LPC 1768 for this set of experiments. So coming to the program, as we see, we initially start with the header files for the program. So we have hash include lpc17x6.h and we use the pwm.h and delay.h. So delay.h is for having a time delay between increasing the brightness and decreasing the brightness, and pwm is the header file for the pulse width modulation. And this is controlled by using 8 bits. So we first of all define the cycle time to be 256. So it is 0 to 255. So the maximum cycle time is 255. Coming to the main loop, we are having an integer. We are initializing an integer duty cycle. And duty cycle is used to measure whether we start from 0 and increase the brightness, or we go to the maximum value and decrease the brightness. System initialization SYSTEMINIT is used to initialize the internal clock pulses in the ARM processor. Next, we initialize the PWM with the cycle time. So as I told you, it is being controlled by 8 bits. So it is from 0 to 2 power 8. So it is from 0 to 255 for a total of 256 bits. Next, PWM start. We are actually initializing 4 pins in the ARM processor as PWM pins. This ARM LPC17 series contains many PWM pins. So we are just connecting 4 pins, which means I can control 4 LEDs. If you just want to control one LED, initializing one pin is enough. Now in this program we are seeing controlling 4 LEDs. So we are starting 4 pins, namely PWM2, PWM3, PWM4 and PWM5. So these are pins 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 and 2.4 in the ARM processor. So we initialize the cycle time. We start the pulses from the particular PWM pins, which are port 2.1 PWM2, port 2.2 PWM3, port 2.3 PWM4 and port 2.4 PWM5. Now while off 1, we are going to continuously keep on checking. For duty cycle is equal to 0. So we start with 0 if it is less than 255. If the duty cycle is less than 255, then we are going to increase the brightness of LCD. So it is duty cycle plus plus. So for duty cycle equal to 0, duty cycle less than 255, for any value less than 255, we can increase the brightness up to a highest limit of 255. So we have an increment loop here. And we have to set the duty cycle for all the 4 pins. So PWM2 comma, we are setting the duty cycle, PWM3 comma duty cycle, PWM4 comma duty cycle and PWM5 comma duty cycle. Then we have a delay value of 0.5 seconds. Next, we have increased the brightness to the maximum limit by giving duty cycle plus plus. Now we would have reached the maximum value. So therefore, for duty cycle is equal to cycle time. Now I've reached the maximum value of 255. If it is any value greater than 0, then we can decrement the loop. So if duty cycle is equal to 255, I'll first of all check, I'll just confirm whether the value is greater than 0. Next, we have duty cycle minus minus, which is the decrement loop, which reduces the brightness from the highest level of 255 to the lowest brightness level. So it is duty cycle equal to cycle time, duty cycle greater than 0, duty cycle minus minus. Next, we will set the duty cycle once again for all the 4 pins. So PWM It can be 2, 3, 4, 5 or 1, 2, 3, 4, but ensure that the same pins are used. So it is PWM1, PWM2, PWM3 and PWM4. Next, once again we have a delay. So this keeps on going in an infinite loop. So we first check for 0 and we increase the brightness of the LED by having duty cycle plus plus. Once again, after reaching a maximum value, we check whether the maximum is reached by this duty cycle equal to cycle time, and we reduce the brightness of the LED by using duty cycle minus minus. So this keeps on going in an infinite loop, and we can increase the brightness and decrease the brightness by checking the width of the pulses between 0 to 255. So this is the sample output. As we all see, as the brightness increases, correspondingly the width increases. Actually, we increase the width to increase the brightness and we reduce the width of the pulses to reduce the brightness. And this increase in width and decrease in width is controlled by the PWM pin of the ARM processor. So if I increase the on time in the PWM pulse, the brightness reaches the maximum. If I reduce the width of the pulse, if I reduce the on time here, then the corresponding brightness of the LED decreases. So this is how any device can be controlled by using pulse width modulation. Not only LED, this pulse can be used in various other applications to increase or decrease a value as per the width of the pulses. Thank you.